Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I found this bronzy festival look for you. I know it looks quite difficult when you're looking at it right now, but I actually broke it down into really simple steps. This honestly didn't even take me that long. I expected to be sitting here for about 5 hours, but it really didn't take me that long. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Two main eyeshadow colours for this look. So the first one I'm using is this guy here, number 300. So it's just a nice kind of yellowy, mustardy brown. I'm taking this on my 6SS brush and really working it into that crease. So this is What a Spice eyeshadow, so they're super pigmented, so just be a little bit careful with how you apply them, making sure to work your way the whole way into that crease, just because we are going to be cutting it later and we have to make sure that there's actually something there to cut. What I do then to basically blend this seamlessly into the skin is just take my pressed powder that I use on my face and just blend the very edges of the eyeshadow. That way it's going to diffuse perfectly into your skin. No harsh lines, no anything. Just going back with 300 and just building up the crease slightly. The next shade then, this is number 305, so it's just a slight bit darker than 300. Again, kind of sticking to those yellowy, warm undertones. Again, I'm adding this with a 6SS brush, but I'm just really sinking it into the socket of my eyeball, because that's where we're going to be cutting the crease and that's where we want the most definition. It's okay if it gets on the lid, by the way, because we're going to be cleaning that up anyway, so I wouldn't be stressing about that. To map out the cut crease then, I'm going to take my small lip brush. This is the 12S, this is my favourite for doing cut creases with, and I'm just going to take some 95 under eye concealer then as well. With a cut crease, you want to make sure you bring it at least 2 to 3 millimeters above your own natural crease. If you put it into the crease, you're not actually going to be able to see it then. If you tilt your head back, you can kind of see the crease and the shape that you want to follow. Don't mind my plaster, by the way. My nail chipped a little bit. It's still on, but it just keeps catching and everything, so we have to keep a plaster on it, so do not judge me. So I'm not going to cover the whole lid with this concealer. There really is no point, because we're going to be putting our aqua stick on top anyways, and that's just adding loads of layers. What we are going to do is just kind of like drag it down slightly like so. And that should be the shape that you end up with there. Again, it's a little bit messy, but I know not to spend all my time on this because we are going to be fixing it up anyways. I just wanted the general shape just for me to follow. It's going to make my life a lot easier. Moving on to the liner then, I'm going to be taking this on a small little pencil brush. This is 23T. It's just a tiny little thing. And of course I'm taking number 76 gel liner. It's a white gel liner. Now you will have to build this up a little bit. The white one's not as pigmented as the black. Well, naturally enough, because the white is so light, it's going to mix with the eyeshadows on your eye. Just be aware that you will have to put 2 layers on. So I just map out that outer wing first, and then starting from the inner corner I just put it across. You can see I've been super messy with it, but it's fine because I know I'm going to be cleaning that up with the aqua stick anyways. So the main thing I'm worried about getting sharp is like the top part of the liner. The part closest to the lid doesn't really matter, because like I said, we're going to be cleaning it up. So that is layer 1 down. I'm just going to layer another small layer on top. Once you're happy enough with the shape and the colour and whatnot, you can go back in with your 12S brush and just start to clean it up slightly. Now for the lid then, for the sparkly part, we're going to take our aqua stick on again, our 12S lip brush, and just basically cover in all this space that we've left empty. Once you're happy enough with that then, and once it's still wet, you're going to take your pigment number 124 and just press that on top using the same brush. You don't need to use an awful lot of this. I'm literally taking the teeniest, tiniest amount. I don't want it to become like too cakey. You can see that just made it so much more metallic and crazy. So moving on to underneath then, I'm just going to use the exact same colours as what I did on top, and I'm also just going to run our brown kohl pencil into my waterline just to give it a little bit more smokiness. Then to finish off the eye look, I'm just going to take some mascara and some lashes. The lashes I'm wearing today are the Inglot 30Ns as usual. So we're just going to add some little dot details underneath the eye. We're going to take our white gel liner again, and I'm actually going to take it on a hair clip. This just makes your life a lot easier if you're trying to do dots that somewhat look like dots, as opposed to you just trying to freehand it and it looking like a blob. So what I do with this is I go right underneath my pupil. Just dot. And then what I do is I kind of just like move the pin in circular motions just to get a circular shape. You want to make sure that they're kind of the same size as well. That would be ideal. And then to jazz it up even more, I'm going to take one of our spangles. I'm going to take one of our gold spangles, number 23, 22, I believe. I'm again just going to use the hair clip and I'm going to dot it right in the center of the dot. You're better off using something like a hair clip or whatever for glue, just because glue will destroy your brushes. Then we're just going to pick up the spangle and dot it right on the center as well. And that there's the finished look. I feel like it looks a lot more complicated than what it is, but you can see by the steps that I kind of broke it down into that it is actually quite simple to create. Of course, you can use completely different colours with this if you wanted. You could tone it up more, you could tone it down, you could add festival jewels, lines and whatnot. We've got loads of tutorials of that on our Facebook and YouTube actually this week, so make sure to definitely go check them out. You can follow myself for more makeup inspo, some videos as well. I have my own YouTube channel, so you can follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram and YouTube. All of that is KeilidhMua. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next video.